Hello, this is the Radio Geek from Radio Geek Blades, and today for you I've got a couple of Rosecraft blades that I got. They had a second sale on their website, and I decided to pick up a couple, and I thought I'd try them. I never bought any of their seconds before. I've heard that they're really hard to distinguish from the first runs. The first-rate ones, I guess, the ones that pass all their quality checks. And these, for various different reasons, have cosmetic or mechanical issues, and they disclose what they are on the box, and you can get them at a heavily discounted price, 35-40% off depending on the knife. And I thought I'd try a couple of different patterns that I didn't have. They had some there that I have the pattern but not in that color, so instead of going for the same pattern in a different color, I thought first maybe I'd try the different pattern first. So one that I got here is this one here, and this is the Appalachin Jack, the RTC 003. And this is a really nice one, and it says that it has a cosmetic. It says on the box that it's cosmetic. Now, I've looked at this knife, and quite frankly, I really don't see where it is. And I guess that's a good thing. But yeah, the pins on it are really smooth and even with this polished, I guess, micarta. And the shield is smooth. The bolsters, I don't see any discolorations or inconsistencies in the coloring or anything. The back spring looks nice when you wipe it off here a little bit. The fingerprint magnet here for sure. And these are just the way I got them. I haven't done nothing to them. I have not cleaned them. I haven't polished them or anything. But as you can see, it really looks like nothing wrong with this one, in my opinion. And I don't know what the cosmetic issue is, but I have not found it. Nice blade there. It's got the D2 steel RTC 003, the Andy Armstrong logo. On this side, you've got the Rosecraft Blades RCB on there as well, and there is an extra little etched circle up there, and that's, I guess, to denote that this is a second and it's not a first rate quality knife, so that nobody can pass it off as a first, And these knives, when you buy them, they're seconds, and you don't know what the issue is going to be with them, although they are fully functional. There's nothing wrong with the functionality of the knife. You might get cosmetic issues or a weaker pull that's not up to their standards or something along that line. They have it all disclosed on their website, and so as such, as the discount is, there's no returns. You know what I mean? You buy it and you keep it. And honestly, for the price of these, that's not an issue. And I have yet to find the problem with this one. I haven't found it, but it's a beautiful knife. I love this polished micarta. It's got a nice clip point blade there, nail nick, and on the end it has a little pry on the end, like a little pry bar. You could use it to pull out staples or whatever you need to pry on. Instead of using your blade and breaking your blade, you can use this right here. So that's kind of a neat feature of this particular knife. So yeah, it's a real nice one. I really like that polished micarta, and the condition that it came in was just outstanding. I don't honestly see what I could tell the difference between this and one that passed all their quality control things. So I'm sure it's here staring me in the face, and maybe somebody out there has seen something that I haven't seen, but I'll tell you, if you got to look that hard at it, it's probably not that big of a deal. Now the other one that I got, its flaw is stated on the box as well, and you can definitely see that one, and it's really in a spot that it's not really a big deal. I mean, you won't really notice it. And this other one that I got here is called the Appalachin Jack knife, the RTC 011, and this is what they're calling their Mossy Brown bone, I think is what they call it. It's kind of got a green hue to it, like moss, I guess, and it looks really nice. It's really got a nice color to it, real good shine. Back spring is nice on that. Everything is smooth with the transitions. I really like that color. It's really neat kind of a greenish brown type color to it. Now it's stated, it says chip and gap. Now I did find this one. This one is, you can see it, but it's not on the front side or the back side. It's at the very end of the knife, and I don't know if you can see, there's a gap kind of like right there in the spring, and right there on the corner is a tiny little bit of the bone looks like it's chipped off, but it's not sharp, and it's hardly noticeable, really, honestly. So I'll just have you get a look at that if you want. You can see that. Try to get some different angles there for you. But yeah, just super minor. I mean, I understand why they flagged this one. I can see it. You definitely, you know, probably, if you got it, you might be a little disappointed if you got it and it was in that condition. But, you know, if you're getting it at a discount and they say, hey, it's got a chip and a gap, and sure enough it does, then, hey, no problem with that at all. And it's not like it's right here on the front or a big giant crack going halfway across it or something, which I don't think they'd even sell anything like that, but these are some very minor flaws. And this one just says Rosecraft, and it's got the D2 steel, the RCT 011 on there, and the Andy Armstrong logo, your China sticker, which will come off. I didn't see anything marked on this one, like a mark that denotes it as a second, but maybe because the flaw is more obvious, I don't know. Or maybe they missed this one, or maybe it's marked in a way that I'm just not seeing it. But anyway, it is a really nice knife. I really like the color of the bone, and the shape of the blade is really cool. I really think that's neat. And yeah, that bone is really nice. It looks really good out in the natural light, sunlight. But yeah, I mean, it's got some character to it there. You got a little bit of a darker area up there, and you know, you can see all this texturing here in the bone. But it's polished up real smooth, and I don't know, I think it's fairly consistent. Maybe a little darker on the back side up in this area versus the front side, but nothing critical. The inside of that is, you know, whistle clean. Look at that, nicely, highly polished, nicely milled out. The lines in the bolsters are got some, you can look in there and you can see like some little micro milling to get that out of there, you know. But yeah, I'm really happy with these being seconds. Like I say, that the first one I can't even distinguish what the flaw is, but I mean, this one you could definitely see it, but it's in a spot, really, honestly, that you don't really look at it, you don't really see it. You really have to be looking for it to see it, to where it is. You know, it's not right there in front of you or anything. So but of course these are all different. They all have different different issues, so you might get one that's you know, looks a little worse or whatever. But honestly, I think from what I've seen, the ones that they sell as seconds are just very minor cosmetic issues for the most part. And now that I have a couple myself, I can say the same thing, that these really are nice knives, and they really are good for, you know, user knife, or if you want to collect them. I carry just about everything that I have, and I use them. I'm going to carry this and use it for sure. I'm trying to find maybe a slip that's big enough for this guy or this guy, because these are pretty good sized knives. Let's just see how long they are here, approximately here. So this one, if you count the pry bar, it looks like it's close to 4.5 inches, so that's pretty good size. And this guy is about 4 inches or so. So yeah, on the larger side. But I probably would put these in a slip. I like to carry knives like this in a slip, just because the pocket that I usually carry them in, I also carry change, and I don't want change beating them up all day. And you know, they're users, and if they get a scratch or a ding or whatever, that's okay, but I like to try to at least make an effort, you know, in keeping them nice looking anyway. So yes, we have the two here that I have, the Appalachin Jack, I think I'm saying it right, and this one is the Appalachin Jack from Rosecraft. So there you go. I just thought I'd show them to you and show you what my experience has been with the Rosecraft seconds. So I would say don't hesitate on getting a Rosecraft second. You know, if it's a pattern that you want to try out and you're not sure about, yeah, see if they've got a second and try one out like that and see how you like it. You know, it's a good discount. It's still a nice knife, and definitely still a user knife. So that's what I say. I say go for it, because they're in pretty good condition for those minor flaws that I've seen anyway. So until next time, this is the Radio Geek from Radio Geek Blades.